Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to episode number 115 of the road to glory here on FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Now today I'm going to be going ahead and unlocking a couple of FUT swap items and we're also going to be doing a couple of Team of the Year themed SBCs that came out on the first night and all of that good stuff. I do hope you're enjoying FIFA 19 at the moment. Obviously with the Team of the Year attackers that we got, they're incredibly high rated and incredibly expensive, as we thought. But I'm going to start off by opening the two packs that I said I would at the end of last episode. I get a Belgian centre mid from Inter. These are the 12th packs, guys. So I got 9 Golan from 12th packs, which brings his price down another like 20k because this guy is still worth a decent amount on FIFA. Brilliant. Plus all the rest of the stuff in the pack as well. It means that Tevez genuinely has been a decent buy and actually genuinely not too expensive. And we still have the prime pack to go. Unfortunately, no walkout. And actually, unfortunately, no boards. So we actually got a better pack from the lesser value one. The mega pack was better than the prime pack today, which is it's just the way it goes sometimes, isn't it, right? And if you guys haven't done so already, smash a thumbs up on the video. You got to hit that 2,000 likes. Thank you so much in advance. There's your target. So Toty challenges came out on the first night, and you'll know by now, and I'll know a little bit later on from when I'm recording this, as to whether or not we're getting these every day. Hopefully we do. Hopefully they get a little bit more substantial. And I also tweeted out that I would absolutely love the prospect of getting like Team of the Year based like flashback items. So if that was ever a possibility, and I'm talking like, you know, blast from the past, like Frank Ribery, who got one in like FIFA 14. Ian Robin also got one in FIFA 14. David Luiz also got a Toty that year, didn't he? And then like Ibra and stuff like that. Iniesta. These are all players that could potentially get things like if we got some sort of content like that, I'd be over the moon. Whether or not that will happen, who knows? I think it's a pretty good idea, though. You know, whilst we're in Team of the Year, I feel like the other content that comes out should have some sort of relevance and resemblance to Team of the Years of the past or stuff. Maybe that would be pretty good. I do get boards from one of the Toty packs, and actually I do get boards from the other Toty pack as well. Belgium, and I thought, oh, we'll get another 9 Golan, but unfortunately it was just Carrasco. But for those two very cheap SBCs, we did get 2 boards, so that is at least 2 83 rated players, and I think there's actually 2 in this pack, or there was 2 in the pack before, I can't remember. Yeah, this one. We get Adariz as well as Carrasco. Can't complain. So then everything turned fully Team of the Year and like all the blue everywhere, and I love that. And we get this fan's choice. So we get a 12th player coming to the Team of the Year this year, which is something that we've never had before. I do like the thought of that. And you get a Toty fan's choice player pick. Now you've probably already been on your consoles and done this, and it's an online vote as well. So between these 5 players, we're going to get one of them coming out as a full Toty item. For me, it was between Neymar and between Pogba, because I think they're the 2 that I would like the most. I think the fact that there's also an online vote really puts Salah in the mix, because the Egyptian fan base tend to win him. Like, he won the Puskas Award for that goal, and there were better goals out there, in my opinion, purely off of like Egyptian fan vote. So I'd gone for Neymar. I think Neymar is probably my favourite player this year that I've used. I also just wanted to show you like what the Team of the Year design looks like. I'm sure you already know. But hey, there were a bunch of MBAPPEs up on the market. Wanted to just gauge his price. He's out of our league. It's unfortunate, but so be it, right? So this is what I was going to rock with for today. I figured I'd give Salah a go. Actually contemplating selling Salah because I saw his price was actually the highest it's been for a while. And like, yeah, he could potentially get this Team of the Year. I guess he probably is going to get Player of the Month. I'm starting to worry that maybe I wouldn't need him. And his price has been dipping. And if with other packs that come out during this week, his price continues to dip, I could potentially lose out on a lot of coins. So I don't know. I'll figure that one out and decide whether or not I'll sell him. But I go into a game. Guy's got a nice team. One of the more difficult players that I've come up against this year. For some reason, it was a constant pressure pressure battle, and I really do still struggle against constant pressure. One of those things where I think you should still get more tired than you do. If I was to pick 3 or 4 things that I would change on FIFA 19, and don't forget that when you change stuff, there are potential for other things in the game to then become OP and stuff. So the main areas of this game that I have a problem with: goalkeeper movement. Like, I'm not very good at it, and every time I do move the goalkeeper, I pretty much concede a goal. So I don't think it's OP. I think it's just a little bit too quick. I think you can move the goalkeeper a bit too quick. And when you do grasp it and really learn it, then it might become a little bit too strong. Like when you see the pros doing it and stuff, it's very, very... It seems a bit crazy. I feel like the goalkeepers move a little bit too fast. I feel like the effectiveness of goalkeeper movement should be somewhat reduced. That's one thing that I have a problem with on this game and would love to see changed in an upcoming patch. Next up, obviously the time finesse shots. Now, I am probably one of the biggest abusers of this shot type, and it is pretty much 90% of the goals that I score, maybe even 95% of the goals I score. But I still want it toned down. I want shot creation and like chance creation to really come a factor of this game and like actually earn your shots. Now, I'm just taking... Like, I have to use and abuse whatever mechanics are on the game at the time, right? Especially in, like, FUT Champions and stuff. And I moved my goalkeeper successfully there, saved the shot, but he didn't hold it, and I concede from it. So, might as well have just let the goal in to begin with, right? But yeah, like, time finesse shooting. Like, finesse shots are obviously the way to go this year. They are, by far, the most effective shot type. I feel like they should be reduced in effectiveness more, especially those first-time no-scope ones and the green time finesses and stuff, as well as a slight buff to the other shot types. Because power shots, like you got prime Steven Gerrard, you can't hit a crazy long shot with him this year. Not very often anyway, and I feel like it should be slightly increased. Low-driven shots, people are saying that they're starting to become a little bit more effective. I've got in a few positions where I could have finessed it and instead I tried the low-driven shot, hit it green and everything, and it still drags wide of the post. So I feel like that needs to be slightly more effective. It's too difficult of a shot type to hit, whereas you could just hit a finesse shot, as my opponent's just done to me right there, of course. And it's just the way to go. And then, so finesse shots... goalkeeper movement, buff the other shots somewhat, and then this constant pressure thing. When you do come up against someone with constant pressure, it's been... Oh, this guy's got Toty and MBAPPE, by the way. I was a little bit nervous, not going to lie. On the first night that he came out, the guy's got a 97 MBAPPE. Wow. GG's if you packed him, but if you bought him, damn. You probably got a good deal because he's gone up since then. But constant pressure, if you do play someone who's using it, I'm finding it... I thought they reduced the effectiveness of it, and I'm sure they did. But I feel like it's either come back somewhat, or it's just not been reduced enough. So I feel like constant pressure, you should get seriously, seriously tired. And the one that I use, which is pressure on heavy touch, you should still be very tired by the end of the game. Because I feel like you can't, there's no real counter to it. If someone constant pressures, I struggle to still find those gaps where the players are then out of position. I struggle to still find them because it's just so difficult to, when you're bombarded by players around you. And I don't think they get tired enough. So those are the main things that I think are currently the biggest issues on this game. Changing that and adapting that and reducing effectiveness and stuff and buffing other things can obviously have catastrophic changes to the rest of the game. And I wouldn't know how it would balance things out and stuff. But those are the things that I would imagine are hopefully being worked on. I hope, anyway. Those are the things that I notice to be the most crazy OP, ridiculous things on this game. And I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me. Maybe some of you would agree that, like, constant pressure, yeah, they pull players out of position. You just need to loft it over the top. I still struggle. So whether or not that's just a me thing, I don't know. So this guy had Toty and MBAPPE, and he genuinely did nothing with him. The biggest thing he did with MBAPPE in this game was getting booked. I just kept him quiet. He wasn't great. It didn't seem to be able to hold the ball well. I was able to tackle him nice and easily, and I got my win fairly easily as well. So it was weird. I genuinely thought the team that I come up against there, I was going to get demolished, and it wasn't the case. So with that game, we actually completed a couple of FUT Swap deal players. We get Chavez right here, who is our third one to be added to the club this month. And we also win our 15th, or score in our 15th online game this week, which gets us our fourth player, Jacob. So we now have 4, right? And we need 7 to get that Da Costa. Whether or not we use Da Costa when we get him, I doubt it. I've currently got a good team going on. There's a thought of me that maybe I try and go for all of them and get Moussa Dembele, because he's now had a confirmed agreed transfer, I believe, to move to... is he going to China, I think, for like 9 million? Which means that the last special card that Moussa Dembele is going to get is going to be this one for Spurs. So, well, unless he gets one in the Chinese league, of course. But the last Spurs one he'll get will be this FUT Swap item. And it's like 87 rated, so it could be worth getting. But then I'd have to do all the SBCs that come out, complete all the Rivals challenges, which sometimes don't match my... my team and my needs and stuff. You know, I'd have to change my team to sort that. But we can probably figure it out. Or, of course, we could go for a 100k pack this month, maybe. I don't know how long it would take for us to get that. Whether it would be worth doing that. So Da Costa is really the one that I'm thinking like he's going to be pretty OP as a right back, kind of all game long. And I wouldn't have to then complete a lot of the SBCs. I could just do like the in-game challenges and stuff to unlock him. And like, I just feel like as we move through the year, there'll be like a German centre-back that gets an inform that'll be sick. Or like someone will come out during TOTS or something and Da Costa will link nicely to him. And that could be a great potential for us. So I feel like he's the way to go. And there's another Argentine striker, right? Can't remember his name. It escapes me right now. Martinez, maybe? Who looks good, but I don't think looks worthy of our squad. Whereas, like, if you pick, like last month we picked a left back, right? We picked Kazawa. I find it easier to slot in a left back or a right back and then be usable than someone taking my Aubameyang spot, because it's just probably not going to happen. Or someone taking Neymar's spot. It's unlikely to be better than Neymar, right? So I feel like you've got a little bit more leeway in the defenders, in the fact that, you know, they're slightly more usable if they've just got the right stats. Whereas going forwards, you need everything. You need Aubameyang with his height and his pace. You need Neymar with his dribbling and pace and skills and everything, you know. So more easy to fit those FUT Swap players in from the defender side of things. Or we could maybe just go for a pack this month. It's up to you guys. I'll let you choose. But you can see that's the end of the episode. Not super successful in terms of Rivals wins. Came up against a lot of good people and got hit hard a couple of times. But hey, it happens. It's Rivals. We're at the same skill level. Sometimes people are going to outdo me. Sometimes I'm going to outdo people, and you've seen that today. Over 100 assists now for Aubameyang as well. 183 goals, 101 assists in 218 games. 284 contributions in 218 games. He has been well worth it, in my opinion. Best 400 or 500k I've spent this year on FIFA, I think. Guys, that is the end of the episode. Let me know what your thoughts are on what we've talked about today, whether it be like FUT Swap stuff, the stuff that I think is good and wrong with the game. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts on there. I know it could probably divide opinion, but hey, it's good for a discussion, right? Smash that thumbs up on the video if we can try and hit 2,000 likes. That would be godly. Thank you so much in advance. Subscribe if you're new. Have a lovely day, everyone. I'll catch you next time. Peace.